Do you just want the Dave Benson Phillips shirt for the tweet?
Yeah, let's do that. People might think we're about to sell a shirt that we have no legal right to sell.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Yeah, right, there you go.
I'm telling you now, the people who are selling that shirt also have no legal right to sell that shirt.
Can you put someone's name on a shirt? Surely that's fine. They don't make reference to which Dave Benson Phillips
I mean,
is.
no one would come after you for it, but like...
Also, it's not the correct spelling. It's one L.
Oh, well, there you go. That's how you get around it.
Is it? I'm looking at it. I'm realizing, is it like 3 different logos smashed together? It's like Dave, the TV channel, Benson as in Benson and Hedges, the cigarettes,
and Philip. Bang on. Philip.
It is. Oh my God.
The hi-fi manufacturer.
It's actually clever.
That's immense.
Love Dave Benson Phillips. Heart.
I'm glad I've never even smoked Benson and Hedges, but I know that from a mile away.
Well
there we are.
spotted.
Is there any way you can lift that brief conversation and put it at the start of the podcast so it sounds natural?
Yes, let me just cut it in now. Bloop.
So have any of you noticed how extremely fuckable the Lloyd's advert animated people are?
Yeah, super sexy. I want them to put their long Lloyd's noses inside every hole of me.
Oh, Jesus.
They've got small eyes, big surface area of the face, not a lot of eyes, big nose.
Mm-hmm. Long skinny arms, prime for fisting. That's Lloyd's.
They could get that arm through your bottom hole all the way. They could wind round every twist and turn in your body and stick it out of your mouth at the top. I reckon.
And clap.
Yeah, and then clap.
I'm just trying to work out what are. We're talking about Lloyd's Bank, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV. Like, I watch TV, but I don't watch live TV. And so I don't know what the current Lloyd's ad is. When I search Lloyd's ad 2021, it's the beautiful, admittedly also extremely fuckable, sleek black horse.
Black beauty horse, yeah.
It doesn't look like they've used the animated people for a while, maybe?
No, I think
they have.
They had like a summer run. This is going to be a hell of a podcast people begin on. But before this, we started talking for a couple of minutes about the Lloyd's people and not realizing one of us wasn't recording.
Yeah.
So you just get thrown.
That was gold. You all wanted to hear it.
It was. You really missed some premium gold, and
Niche.
I was convinced we were recording, and now I'm pretty upset about it. But
I don't know what to believe.
Niche, unspoken about British adverts for banks. That's quality content.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think the current Lloyd's ad, and I only know this because they quite often advertise in cinemas, Lloyd's, is just the horse kind of running in the background of like various moments, like people having human moments, like a soldier on the battlefield, people getting married. I don't even remember the actual examples.
You know, the full range of the human experience.
Yeah, warfare and sex.
Marriage, exactly.
That's a good range, though. That's pretty all-encompassing. Everything fits in between those two poles.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, all's fair in love and war. Black horses.
That's it. Makes sense. Should we do the podcast?
Yes, please.
So.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Podiots, the official Vidiots podcast. It's a conversational podcast where we take some questions from you at home and obey the law of the 3 R's, where everybody brings
a thing along to talk about.
I'm Ben.
I'm Peter.
I'm Michael.
Hey, boys, how you doing?
I like how Michael just said, I'm Michael, to the tune of Denon.
I'm Michael.
I'm Michael.
Are you full of bifidus actor regularis, Mike?
Yeah.
Tummy feel betterium.
I'm full of biff at the minute. Despite my chipper tune, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I'm going to soldier on so we can continue to talk about fuckable advertising figures, yeah?
Yes.
You need a bit more bifidus actor regularis in your life.
Yeah.
What even is a
feel betterium?
What is bifidus? What does that mean?
It means fucking nothing.
It's a genus of bacteria. I believe.
Oh, it just literally means good bacteria. Bifidus.
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 Sounds a bit like
Bifidus.
Sort of the Pokemon evolution of Boppis.
Boppis and Bifidus.
If you level up your Boppis enough, it becomes Bifidus.
Boppis and Bifidus sounds like a children's TV show as well.
Yeah.
Bop and
Bifidus
Biff.
and Boppus,
What are we going
the
to do
flower pot
tonight?
men.
Boppus. Well, Bifidus. We'll do what we do every night. Buy
Bifidus
online and pick up
online.
in store.
Buy
doing,
yogurt
Peter?
online and pick up in the store.
You good, Peter?
Am I good? What do you mean?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Good. Just
Yeah.
a question. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine,
Fine.
thanks.
What do you want to know?
Jesus Christ, are you all right?
Private.
Fuck me.
Thought police are everywhere. I want to know every thought. Jesus.
Well,
It's a
thank
bit
you.
intense, isn't it, at the start of this podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, God. How you doing, Ben? Are you feeling equally raring and whoa, ready to do a voice into a microphone?
Mentally, I'm there. I'm with you. I'm ready to go. Physically, my body is failing me in multiple different ways.
You're in the wars, aren't you?
I am in the walls, yeah.
In the wars like Jeff.
Free me. I've got a massive ulcer on the inside of... You know, it's never in a convenient place. That's the whole point of an ulcer.
Yeah.
But it's like right on my bottom... Like
Right on your
behind my
bottom?
God,
behind my
man.
bottom.
So sorry to hear
It's
that.
right on my bot. It's on my bottom lip, like right next to my teeth, so it hurts to talk and eat, and that's great. And then I've got what's the name? I'll find out the name
Runner's
now.
knee.
I've got it's called iliotibial band syndrome is what I'm dealing with at the moment, where I've got a big old tendony thing that's not in the right place and it's pinging about in my knee, and a physio.
God.
I'm currently paying a man to fold me up like a crumpled t-shirt and also put needles in my leg. It's not great. I can't run. Not happy about it. But you know what? Hopefully
The long and
it'll
short
heal
is,
soon.
Mikey, that Ben has a syndrome and we should therefore treat him differently and like make fun of him for it because that's...
No, I thought you were going to say treat me nicer.
No, we've
No,
got to
is that
like...
not how that works?
No, because like we're really kind of ignorant and kind of uneducated, and therefore we don't know how to deal with the fact that someone is in some way
You big bullies.
syndromic.
You're going to build your own special little staircase into the office where rather than like 20 normal size steps, it's 1,000 little tiny inclines, so it's easier for you to get up.
That would be way worse. I want a ramp, if anything.
Right, okay.
Stairs are hard at the
What
moment.
about a standard stair lift? Can we get you one of
That
those?
would be really fun, but I know that I wouldn't be the only person to use it because they
it would-
are
Yeah, God.
hella sweet.
It would also hurt the ulcer on your bottom to sit down.
It would, yeah, my bot ulcer, yeah.
Oh, I'm quite
Yeah,
upset
that's
my
not good.
grandparents are relatively fit and healthy in the final years. I've never been around a stand
me
stair
neither.
lift.
Have you not? I've been on one.
Whoa, how is it?
Was it fun?
Yeah, it's so fun. It's like, I can't believe I've wasted so much time going up and down stairs with my stupid legs.
And why did
Yeah.
that when you could spend 3 minutes slowly gliding up the stairs? Damn.
If you'd had one of
Exactly.
those installed a long time ago, your knees never would have gotten bad.
Oh my God, there we go.
It's very
Yeah.
true, but I'd also
Prevention's
probably
cheaper than
be
the
a lot
cure.
heavier. So
Well, maybe.
is it worth the trade-off? I've
Yes.
ruined my knee.
Is that what's keeping you fit and healthy? Is that 10-second trip up the stairs every day?
Yeah,
Without that, you just
genuinely,
crumble.
That's it.
Yeah.
What I do is I get lots of resistance. So you know when you go into the center of town and you see that like one-man band and he's got like cymbals on his knees and a harmonica on his face and an accordion and like a drum on his back and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like that, but with resistance bands. They're all connected, so I look like a rubber band ball. And then, like when you turn off the downstairs light and you run up the stairs on all fours,
Yeah.
I do that, but with all the resistance in the world, and it keeps me fit as a fiddle.
Sounds like it.
So
yeah.
powerful until an internal resistance band
Oh.
has betrayed me.
Gives way and needs pins put in it.
Needs pins put in it. It's terrible. I'm gonna go see
Somewhere in
man
the
tomorrow,
world.
so please don't bully me too much. Because I might
Somewhere in the
cry.
Just a
world,
reading
there's a voodoo doll of you that's in a lot of pain in its knee because you're just getting all these pins in you. Is that how it
But
works?
but Peter, I'm the voodoo doll.
Yeah, but they're stabbing you. I don't know.
I know.
The doll
I'm
will
the
be
voodoo doll
sad
for
somewhere.
someone else.
Yeah, just
I don't know,
old blonde
man.
men with beards around the
no.
world
Yeah.
with pain in their
Thought my knee
knee.
was
We are
acting
all the
up.
same guy. That is how it works. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
Before we get started with questions and things and all the fun of the fair that you've come to expect, we of course need to talk about Pod Squad. If you go to streamlabs.com/Podiots donations and donate £3 or more, you will get a shout out at the beginning and the end of the podcast. You will join Pod Squad. You will support us. You will support the thing that you enjoy, which is us doing the podcast, I assume, if you're listening. And Mikey has the Pumpy Platoon ready to go.
We kick off with Small When Viewed from Space. Raindrop Joy. My mum steals my beans on toast. Harrison Rathbone. DBP's Synchro Swim Team. Hugh Johnson's Huge Johnson. Big Jenga Jinkle. Specky Becky forgot to donate. Mr. Macca. Please stop, I'm much too floppy. Oh, that makes me feel weird inside. Bartek and many others. Lightning McQueef. Kentucky Fried Chegwin. And Beggy Mops, Smeggy Mops.
Oh,
Nice.
no. That
That sounds like the beginning of Let Down Your Hair.
It does, doesn't it?
Beggy Mops, Smeggy Mops. Let
The
down your
worst
hair.
iteration of Rapunzel.
That's the Latin name for the good bacteria, isn't it? That's
Smeggy Mops, Smeggy Mops. It sounds like a bad bacteria to me.
No.
If you've got that, you
Sounds
need
like
some,
an infection.
you need some penicillin. If you've got,
I've got Smeggy Mops.
Smeggy Mops. Oh, no. Right, here we go. Tiny Troop. Your mum's special friend, Mr. Black. Ads mean Podiots is changing. Stephen Skodes. Happy 9 plus 10 equals 21 all. Oh, yeah, it's just been the 10th of September 2021, which is what's 9 plus 10? 21? Did you guys see this? It was.
I saw
people
this,
were
but
celebrating on social media that it was 9, 10, 21 because of that video.
what video? This went completely over my head.
Whoa, did you not know this one?
No.
You stupid. No, I'm not. What's 9 plus 10? 21? It's just this boy who's being called stupid.
This
right?
boy.
10. Wait, I feel like I must have seen this.
Watch
but...
it. It will only take you 6
Oh,
seconds.
this. Right, yes. Okay, I get... Oh, wow. God, I'm so out of the loop with meme culture. This leaking out my brain. Thank you for filling me
So
in.
there you go. Everyone celebrated 9 plus 10, 21 day the other day. Wonderful. Lord Brotovich, Don Echo 7, pro trainer. Scared to sneeze, got the plops.
Oh, no.
Tar forgetting Lou Sanus, right? You're welcome. This is the Google police. Oh no. Dick in Ben's Dom. And the very generous, very disappointed listener who said, in the last episode, Mikey said shepherd's pie was made from beef.
Oh, no.
Proper shepherd's pie is made from lamb. And then in brackets it says sheep. A sorry mistake from what is otherwise a completely factually accurate podcast. To incentivize you against further error, here's some money. Winky face.
God, I'm so sorry. I've ruined this.
Now, that's
Embarrassing,
sort of
Michael.
right, but not actually entirely.
Wait,
what? Well, so shepherd's pie, people say it should be lamb, and that's why it's shepherd's pie. Yeah. But as far as I'm
Buckle
aware...
up, everyone.
yeah, here we go. As far as I'm aware, the main difference between shepherd's / cottage pie is the way that you do the potatoes on top. Because shepherd's pie is mashed potato, like a fluffy sheep, and cottage pie is slices of potato, like the tiles on the roof of a cottage. Thank you, everyone, for coming to my TED Talk.
Wait, are you bloody kidding me? Is that... I don't believe you. That's
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I think the lamb does factor into shepherd's pie as well, but that's, there's definitely a potato issue.
There's a potato
as part
issue.
of it.
Okay. All right, very disappointed listener. What happens when you use corn mince in a shepherd's pie? Well, what's that?
Yeah.
It's,
What is it?
vegan
They're not
pie.
shepherd's pie anymore. As far as I'm concerned, whether you want a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie, as long as you got some sort of mince in there, it doesn't really matter.
Damn right, son.
There you go. Anyway, that's the end of Tiny Troop.
We
Thank
have
you for your money.
Yeah, thank you for your generous donation. And now in the fast crew, we have got Finn Tristram. Fred didn't tell his friends. Slap, slapey, demol, slaping balls.
Sorry.
Didn't do 2 P's, my bud. Connor is a right cunt. JK, love you.
Oh.
Give it a pet. Left hand. Right. Oh, it's the wrong way round. Sorry, because we copy them from most
In reverse
recent to
order.
oldest. So, yeah, it's left hand, right hand, left hand. Thank you for your donation.
Thank
and
you.
also, give it a pet. Thank you for your donation. Cunty Cunt Eastwood. Whoa, guys. Come on.
Oh, C's. Jeez.
Caroline blocked my Netflix. Oh, no. It's getting worse.
Caroline, please.
Caroline, you got to stop. Caroline. That's a song, isn't it?
Sweet Caroline.
No, not that one.
There's only one Caroline song. Once you do a song about a name, that's it. It's been done.
Who are the people who did Sorry Miss Jackson? I Am 4 Eels. Who was that?
Oh, God, who was that?
I can hear the voice in my head.
Oh, it's... Oh, this is going to hurt.
Sorry, Miss
Never
Jackson.
meant to make your daughter cry.
Wasn't Oh, I don't know. Was it... Oh, I don't know.
I don't want to say anything
In
because
fact,
it sounds just
4
so wrong.
Eels.
I nearly said P. Diddy, but I don't think it's...
No, that's not it. You just picked a name.
I did. It's the right era. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
It was Outkast.
Yeah,
apparently.
Outkast.
Okay, that
it
felt like
was.
the obvious answer, but I thought it's not them, is it?
No, because
But they did a song where they say Caroline.
only sang Hey Ya, surely. And
No.
definitely not any of the
Miss
other
Jackson?
great songs that they've sung.
Do they have a song called Caroline? Can you look that up for me?
Let's see. Outkast.
This is important.
It's called Roses, but it comes up when you search for Caroline.
Yeah, roses really smell like... You know that one?
Yeah, no.
No?
Roses really
You would
smell
know.
like poo poo ooh, it says here.
Right, I did think that again. I thought that might be the lyric, but then I thought, it can't be poo.
It
can
can't
That's
possibly
something we
be.
just sang in school. That can't be it.
Oh my god, these lyrics. Now go on to the raw sex. My AIDS test is flawless.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow.
I want to see your
Outcast.
support, brah, not support ya. Okay.
Goodness me.
Good.
Jesus.
But they do sing about Caroline in it, and that's the point
There we
that
go.
I was trying to make.
Yeah.
Poo-aside squat, feet, shat catcher.
Oh.
That's trying really hard, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got a character in it called Rat Catcher. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys know.
I know
It's,
that.
it's a comics thing.
One off of the Batmans.
Just keep swimming, Ash. Trunter fucking did go and ask. Stop clenching your tits.
Oh.
And Podiots foiled my crash claim.
Oh, no.
Oh,
And there we
no.
are. That's your pod squad for this week. Streamlabs.com/Podiots donations.
There's too many
£3 or
storylines
more
going on in the names now.
Yeah,
Get
it's a
a
lot to
shout
keep. It's like
out.
a soap opera.
At the beginning and the end, and that's Podiots donations with an S on the end. Mikey, your question boy this time.
Yeah, but all this plop talks reminded me of an awful plop story I've got, but I'm not going to share it. I'm going to save it for like a special episode of Podiots because it's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done my whole life, and I want it to be for a special occasion.
Personal plop story.
Personal plop story.
Breaking poos.
Breaking poos. But when we finally get back together, I'm building hype now for whenever that may
Oh
be.
my god.
Get ready for the plop tale of the century. Oh no, I've committed to this
no.
now. Oh, I feel sick. Anyway, question?
Yeah,
Yes, please.
This one comes from... Oh, let me just drag my Discord over so I can actually read it. Sarah, Board Game Solutions at Bags for Dice on Twitter. They want to know, what would the rooms and weapons be in a modern-day Cluedo board game? So
Modern day.
So Cluedo famously set in like a grand manor, like a mansion with plenty of rooms. I'm just going to get the rooms up so we can get a taste of what we're adapting for the modern age. So there's the billiard
I'll
room,
get the weapons up.
the study, the hall, the lounge, the dining room, the kitchen, the library, the conservatory, the ballroom. So many rooms, so many opportunities for murder.
This
It
is,
would
of
be a
course,
one-bedroom flat.
Yep, that's Millennial Cluedo. It's just everyone's
a
in
kitchen diner, all open planned, one bedroom and a small bathroom. And if you're lucky if it's got a bathtub, it might just be a shower.
I think
The
like
kitchen's attached to the living room.
the modern equivalent is just the power tripped for a minute. Someone tripped on the clothes horse in the living room and tangled and died. And now it's like, and look, just
There
looks
was a
like
fire
murder.
and they couldn't escape out the window because it locks at a certain angle.
Yeah. For those who are confused, in the UK we call it Cluedo. In North America they call it Clue for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got places to be. They got no time. 2 syllables. No thanks.
Jeez, I think we're made of time.
Right, let me find the weapons. But yeah, I like the idea of it just being in like a small flat because no one
how
can
many
afford to live in
players?
a mansion anymore.
How many players would be involved in this small flat?
Oh, how
I
many?
don't know how many there are typically, but
Oh, yeah, there's
There we
one,
go.
6.
Patricia Peacock, Colonel Mustard, Michael Mustard, Reverend John Green, Professor Peter Plum, Miss Josephine Scarlett, and Miss Blanche White.
I like the...
and I believe the dead person is Reverend Black, off the top of my head, although it doesn't say it here.
Oh. I like the diversity in jobs there. I feel like now it wouldn't be like Professor Plum, it would be social media executive Plum.
Influencer Mustard.
I think one of the weapons should be a very unfair rental agreement.
The slow death of not being able to afford food because rent was so high. That's the greatest crime of them all.
Tesco's,
should also be
Sainsbury's basic spaghetti.
Oh, nice, yeah.
There should be a weapon that is a tub of oven cleaner that you have to use when you're moving out, because if you don't, they're definitely going to charge you.
Maybe the person,
£40.
Maybe the person at the centre of the mystery, the dead person, is just a landlord, and no one really wants to try and solve it. It's like, oh, that's fine.
No one really cares.
That's fine. Yeah, free house. Isn't it?
One of the weapons could be a mirror that was left behind by the previous tenant, and you've been meaning to take it out to the bins since you moved in, you just haven't gotten around to it, and it's just there. Someone tripped over it, maybe.
A selfie stick with a phone attached to it that captured every bit of the murder, and it's got to try and figure out the passcode to get into it.
An obsolete iPhone charger.
A Hoover that hadn't been emptied when you moved in, and you really don't want to have to empty someone else's.
Is it a Hoover from the mid-90s that you talk about on your Millennial podcast for
It comes
6
with
weeks?
It comes with the property, and it's on the inventory, but it's going to break, and for some reason they will charge you for it.
Yes. It doesn't work. Well, that's your fault, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
The minor snag, which isn't detrimental to the house, but it's a little bit of a nuisance, and you don't want to pester the landlord with it, and one day it builds to being a big nuisance. Mm-hmm. We had leaky floors, and we got black mold downstairs, which probably I think that's probably that's landlord worthy. That's not a pester. That's a respiratory disease waiting to happen. Oh boy, renting. Great.
There is actually one extra room, which is the flat upstairs that plays music at 3 a.m.
Is that where the murder takes place? Because you can't take it anymore.
Go around and kill them with your Hoover.
It's really just turned into us complaining about the lives we lead, hasn't it?
Yeah, really. This is only very loosely related to Cluedo at this point. It's just, doesn't it suck living in apartment buildings, blocks?
Yeah.
I can't think of the word.
Maybe the murder could take place when the fast food delivery man refuses to come to your flat, so you have to go down to the front door, and by the time you come back, someone's been murdered.
Yeah.
Oh God, we lead hard lives, don't we? It's truly awful, the things you have to put up with.
It's very sad. Pray for us.
I'm just leafing through the instructions here, and there is actually one final room, which is the lift that has never worked since you've been here.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy flights of stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! I really want to see Millennial Cluedo now. I think that'd be quite fun. I think we've set a good
Clue don't.
Yeah. Clue wouldn't.
No, I can't think of one better than that. No, it'll come to me later, probably.
Support for Podiots is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming, champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th-generation trimmer, the Lawnmower, registered trademark 4.0.
You heard that right, the 4.0. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code RULESBUSH, RULESBUSH at manscaped.com.
Yes, they actually let us have that as our code. We've been lucky enough to trial some of the new Lawnmower 4.0s, and I mean, speaking personally, wowie, what a thrill ride experience they are. Genuinely, the tippy top in male grooming technology. Imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed and optimized trimmer that makes shaving time your favorite time in the bathroom. Previously, my favorite time was the pooping time, but now it's shaving time. Ooh, If, like me, you're used to trimming your downstairs area with a pair of brutal scissors, well, boy, do we have the invention for you. It's now slick, easy, and painless to keep yourself groomed with the new Manscaped products. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. Now I feel confident shaving my boys.
So go to manscaped.com now.
And use the code RULESBUSH for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. Your balls will thank you.
Would any of you boys like to do a thing? Oh, I can do that.
All right, okay.
I guess it's the reason why we are gathered here today, after all.
We are gathered here today.
We are gathered here today for a weird Wikipedia that was sent to me by Tori of the Triple Jump community, but also clearly the Vidiots and Podiots community. We do know that one. Here we go. It's called Devil Eyes. That's the name of the article. But you will never, just from that title, be able to guess the direction that this goes. Fortunately, the very first sentence will tell you which way it's going to go right now. Devil Eyes was the code name for a secret psychological warfare program in 2005 to 2006 by the US Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, to develop an Osama bin Laden action figure and distribute it in South Asia, especially Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Oh my
right?
God.
Right.
The CIA worked in conjunction with toy maker Donald Levine, a former Hasbro executive who has been credited as the father of the G.I. Joe toys. Levine designed a 12-inch lifelike figure of bin Laden, whose face was painted with a material that, when heated, would peel off to reveal a demon-like visage with red skin, green eyes, and black markings.
Is there a photo of this?
There is. I'll send it to you in a minute.
God, yes.
Don't go snooping. I'll send it to you in a second. The goal of the program was to scare children and their parents in an effort to turn public opinion against the real Osama bin Laden or Al-Qaeda. Levine sought to manufacture the toys in China, and he had business contacts there who could assist. I'm now going to send you a picture, a side-by-side of the heated up and non-heated up Devil Eyes bin Laden toy. Here it comes.
Holy fucking shit. That's Darth Maul.
It looks like Darth
fucking
Maul.
Maul, yeah.
When you Google it, there are loads of side-by-side comparisons of Darth Maul.
I don't think that would have the intended effect. I think kids would see that and think, this Osama bin Laden dude's fucking rad. Look at him.
What a rat. He's like Darth Maul. He's just like Darth Maul.
He's Darth Maul.
Wow, it looks just, wow. It's kind of like...
I want to go work for the Darth Maul team.
The file picture is Bin Maul. The file name of that picture.
This feels
Bin Maul.
This is a weird sentence to say, but it kind of looks like Bin Laden had a heel turn and went evil, but he's already
he
evil.
like a baddie wrestler.
He's like Kane or something.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was thinking of. God.
So the article continues a little bit more. It's not a very long one. In 2014, the CIA acknowledged the existence of the program, but said it had been discontinued after Levine had produced only 3 prototype figurines.
Oh, come on, Levine. It's like you don't want to work on it.
According to the Washington Post, however, an anonymous source in China with, quote, direct knowledge of the program said that hundreds of toys were created and shipped to Karachi, Pakistan in 2006. A prototype of the design was sold in an auction in 2014, for, let's have a guess.
$1 million.
Mikey?
Wait, what are we guessing on exactly?
A prototype was sold in 2014.
Man, I'd pay top dollar for that. I'm gonna a little bit lower. I'm gonna say $600,000.
Only $11,879.
What? We could pull together and buy that.
What?
Well, and another one was sold in 2015 for $6,250.
No, what? No, come on. Funko Pop.
There's allegedly only 3 of these in existence, officially speaking, but someone in China says there's hundreds.
Wow.
The remaining one of the 3 known prototypes, is believed to be in ownership of the CIA. So they've kept one for old time's sake.
It's just on the glass display case as you enter the CIA building.
Yeah,
We got
it's just
him.
there. So there are some longer write-ups of this. There are articles about the auction and the process of making it and so on. But that's the long and short of it. So thank you, Tori, for sending that to me. That was very good.
That's
Imagine the
very
accessories. You could come with like a little computer filled with really random videos and Mr. Bean clips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What does the Osama bin Laden playset look like?
Yeah, each sold separately. It comes with like a dancing horse and
God damn.
Oh dear.
We should
Horse
probably point
dance
out at this
OBI.
point that it has recently been the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and nothing that we are saying here is mocking that in any way.
Not at
We're
all.
just
No.
laughing at the ridiculous action figure.
well, and also there's it's not great over in Afghanistan at the moment either.
No,
But,
Absolutely not. No.
I said to Tori when she first sent this to me, I was like, okay, well, this is a really interesting story, and it's mad. It's funny in and of itself as a story that this was made, and that's what it looks like. But I said, well, we'll cover this, but it will have to be handled with respect, and hopefully people know where the humor is in this story and where it isn't.
Yes. Yes.
It's only common sense. That's all.
Wow.
But there you go. That exists and is ridiculous. So.
That is ridiculous.
Hope you enjoyed that.
Flippin'
Has
mad,
someone added
isn't
it to the thread yet? Because I will do that.
I have
Yeah, it's
added
there.
it in.
I'm looking at it.
thank you.
I'm staring at it right now.
Brilliant.
I'm just quickly going to scour eBay and see if there's any on there just in case I get lucky.
Dan flashes straight in there. I hear Darth Maul was also a huge fan of Horse Dance. Very good.
Fantastic. Well done.
Someone
Dan.
else? Twinny, don't turn your back on the wolf pack, which is a wrestling reference. So there you go.
Okay. Wow,
Everyone,
there
we
we
ticked
go.
all the boxes, look.
Covered all bases. Love it.
Turns
Fantastic.
out
Well done, guys.
there is Bin Laden dolls available on eBay. Well, have sold in the
Of
past on
course
eBay.
there are.
Do you want to know
Yeah.
what the website where they originated, the name of it?
What?
HeroBuilders.com.
No,
Oh, dear.
come on.
No.
Oh, dearie
The
me.
optics of that is not good.
Made in the USA. Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
Oh no, he's doing a little fist pump.
That
He's
looks
really
an awful lot
happy.
like our Dick My Chinko action figure
It does,
with a
doesn't it?
different head.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the end of what is it, Breakfast Club, where he jumps in the air and freeze
Don't
frames. It's in that
you
exact
Forget about me.
What does that small print say? Division of... Oh, it's just the corporation, the Hero Builders. HeroBuilders.com Corp.
Yes, Bad Ideas Incorporated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god! Wow. Sorry, I've just gone on the website. Wow, and they've just got
What have they
they've got
got?
action figures of everything. You got Bill Clinton, Kid Rock,
Yeah, all of my heroes. Bill Clinton and Osama bin Laden.
and I got a Putin one as well.
Wow, sounds terrible. What a weird website.
Yeah,
You're yet to list someone who I would consider any kind of hero for anyone.
oh god, they've got a Donald Trump Joker paperclip head, whatever that means. God, this website's a nightmare, and you can even
fantastic.
submit for your own custom one to be made. So
Oh my god, so here's our chance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Send us a meat face one.
Just a giant
slab.
plastic face, please.
oh, you can even add a talking chip for mere $25 to all your toys.
Oh no. I hope the bin Laden... Well, I hope none of them that you've just said have them. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh dear. All right, I'm closing eBay. This was a bad black hole. Thank you very much, Peter. That's
Thank you.
nightmarish.
You're welcome.
I love it.
And thank you,
dearly.
Tori. That was
Thank
a
you,
great
Tori.
story.
Yes. Let's have a quick little question. Maybe do another. Yes. This one comes from Richard Giuseppe, I think. Gillespie. And we're just going to say
Can you send us the name?
I think it's probably Gillespie.
Gillespie. That's it. Yeah, it's
Neither
Gillespie.
Giuseppe or Gillespie.
Gillespie. Yeah. And
That's Gillespie.
anyway, Dick Gillespie wants to know at Surfer Doggo. Sorry, Richard.
Well, I thought I was going to get bullied tonight, but apparently it's Richard.
Yeah.
Seeing Bin Laden about to put me in a weird mood. He wants to know: would you rather bungee jump, dive with sharks, or skydive? I'm going to assume by diving with sharks you mean in a metal cage, but
Yeah, would you rather kiss a shark
I would instantly dive with sharks before bungee jumping or skydiving.
Really?
No question.
I thought this was like a for sure, like, screw the sharks, anything but that. But that's me and my water phobia. Wow.
I mean, I could... Bungee jump, it would be the last one I would do. When people... Because sometimes people just say, would you rather bungee jump or skydive? And I would rather skydive. And I don't like flying. And you don't have to fly to go to bungee jump. But the notion of like... Well, the motion, perhaps, is a better phrase, of being on the end of a rope and then springing back up again and then falling again. And, oh, God. And having to stand on the edge of a platform that is high enough in the air that you feel like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
But low enough that it's not so alien and abstract looking that... I feel like jumping out of a plane, you're so high in the air that... There's probably I'm sure it'd still be difficult to do if you're of a nervous disposition, like I sort of am. But it would at least be like so alien and out there that I would find it easier to jump into just the nothingness of the sky rather than like being about 200 feet off the ground.
Well, you can walk on clouds as well. We know that.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
a lovely cushion.
If you time it right, you can just land on a lovely cushioned cloud, and that would be a really good time.
Yeah.
Say hello to the DreamWorks logo, the high five. Yeah, sounds nice, actually.
Have a nice fish supper with
I'd rather
them,
dive with sharks because I don't like flying. I would never want to bungee jump. So, and I've always thought, actually, that maybe one day I would dive with sharks anyway. I think it looks really fun.
Wow.
Relatively speaking.
Oh, I'm saying dive with sharks at the very bottom of that list. Bungee jump next, because I think same reasons you've got, because it's just, you can just see potential death. With skydiving, like, there's recovery time. Like, it's fine, it can work out. You got plenty of free fall to figure something out.
Or if both chutes fell to open, you've got a good minute or so to really just consider what's about to happen to you, which,
Lovely.
Is horrendous.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I'd love to do a skydive one day. I should look into that. I want to get thrown out of a plane.
Ben?
I would not want to bungee jump because that would feel like I was going to die.
Yeah.
Just jumping to my death, and I don't want to do that. And I also don't think it would be... I don't think I would particularly enjoy the free-falling sensation when I can see what I could potentially hit beneath me.
Coming up at you at free fall speed.
I don't like that at all. I, like Mikey, have always wanted to do a skydive. It would be a tandem skydive, not a solo one, but I would like to do it. And equally, I'd quite like to dive with sharks. I think that would be quite an experience too. So I'm going to go in a helicopter next month. I've never been in a helicopter before.
Whoa!
Oh, are you? I've been in a helicopter once.
Is it cool?
Have you swung that?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, actually, because, as I say, I don't really like flying that much on planes. I mean, I'm all right with it, but I just don't really like doing it. But I thought it was a really cool sensation, a helicopter,
Nice.
yeah.
They offer experience packages, Mikey, and you can get one to fly across Newcastle.
Whoa, you can see the tune from the sky.
See that tune from the sky, and
Did you go to the Angel of the North?
I don't know. Maybe we'll land in its hands, in its wings.
Yeah, we did it on holiday. We went to America, and I think for like a couple of years beforehand, we'd had like some smaller scale holidays so that we could have like a much bigger, more exciting one some years after that. And we were in America, and we went on one of those experience things, but it flew through the Grand Canyon, which was rad. Like, that was really cool.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like super cool. And then when you get off at the end, they try and flog you this very, very American VHS tape of you getting on your helicopter and flying away. And it's so cheesy. Like, they put music over the top. They're filming you as you get on it, and they're shouting to you from behind this camera, like, wave, wave.
Oh, God.
And then you see it at the end, just like when they try and sell you a roller coaster photo, except it's an entire video of you living the American dream.
I love that. Picturing it with like a really crappy MIDI version of like, I am a real American. You just go
Pretty
into
much.
it.
Yeah. I wish
with
we'd
the
actually,
Valkyries.
now in hindsight, I wish we'd bought a copy so that I could show it to you guys. But needless to say, we did not. spend
God
knows how many dollars on that after.
Such a shame.
It's a sad thing. I feel like we've missed the golden era of campy, weird, things to buy at things. Now everything's got taste and style and it's done properly. Back then, it was just like get a crappy green screen video of yourself with Mickey Mouse at Universal Studios. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? It's a crossover.
Mikey Johnson, I promise you that those places still exist because there is currently one at the gate where yet another restaurant has died, and so they've got come along and get a photo taken, and you can look in, and they have the most horrendous looking sets for you to take like family photos in front of.
Oh, I didn't know this.
It looks horrible, and if it's still there next time you're visiting, we should all chip in and go get a family photo.
Go and get a family
in
photo
the worst
with Billy.
one there.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Wow. Yeah, we can go in like little turtleneck sweaters and everything and make it look really good.
It's right next door to where Zaza Bazaar used to be. Where you can pay for clothes by the kilogram now. The gate is doing fine. Don't worry about it.
It's ours.
Before we go and get a photo taken, we'll go to the shop formerly known as Zaza Bazaars and buy a kilogram
ensemble.
of turtlenecks.
It's like 15 quid for a kilogram of clothes. It's so sad. And, if you can't put it together from context, the gate is a shopping centre.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like quite a fun day out. Everyone buys a 15 quid bag of clothes, makes an outfit work, and has fun in the.
I think we could probably split a kilogram of clothes.
A single kilogram between us.
Yes, probably. Is it like one of the selfie factory things, or is it something else? Because
I couldn't tell you, but I've walked past it a couple of times and it looks fucking dreadful. So
it sounds like the same thing that's in Cabot Circus in Bristol. I think it's likewise with shops closing everywhere non-stop. They're now transforming spaces into little areas to get photos taken in like a big tub of pink balls or a fake London Underground with zebra print seating or something like that. It's
God.
Kind of want to do it now.
Yeah, we should. Next time you come up, we'll do it.
Yeah. Well, next time I'm up in Newcastle, you're getting a poo story and some good photos.
Oh, yes. It's going to be a busy weekend.
Oh, boy.
So to answer Richard's question, we'll go with option number 4, which is not bungee jump, dive with sharks or skydive. We will buy a kilogram of clothes and have some family photos taken, please. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
wonderful.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
Can I do my thing?
Yeah, go for it, Ben.
Oh, please do.
I was trying to find something unique and interesting, but I couldn't. So we've got a Not the Onion quiz.
Fantastic.
Woo!
I have 5 news stories. Some of them might be real. Some of them might be from satirical news website The Onion. But which is which? I have retooled the titles ever so slightly to hopefully make them a bit more uniform and a bit confusing. I'll read them all to you now, and then we'll go through them one by one, and you can tell me if you think it's real or fake, and I'll tell you the real headline. You ready?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Number 1. Woman watered her beloved plant for 2 years before realizing it was fake.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's very possible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Number 2. Italian man who lives as a hobbit avoids the ire of the movie cast.
What?
The ire of the movie cast. Okay.
Next one. Wrestler's back smashed with religious weapon, granting a wish in the process. Butterflies released in Finland hatch wasp and then even smaller wasps.
Love it.
Right.
Cute.
And finally, fans' ashes fired out of a confetti cannon at music festival.
Oh my God.
So
That's a tricky one.
Number 1. Woman watered her beloved plant for 2 years before realizing it's fake.
See, I think that this has happened in real life.
Yeah.
But I think in this instance, I think that's an Onion article because you can imagine you wouldn't even have to reword that. You could post that on the Onion and that would count as a funny article. Because I don't think, unless it was the really rubbish local news site, like a small town news, I don't think that would make the news, you know? So I think it must be the Onion almost by elimination.
I want to agree, but I want it to be real, and I want it to, like, just as you said, I want that to be the worst news story that's ever been published. So I'm going to say it's real.
Really slow news day.
It is real.
Oh, fuck off!
In a now viral Facebook post, let me just find her name. I've skipped ahead. Kaylee Wilkes explained her fateful discovery. I was so proud of this plant, she wrote. It was full, beautiful colouring, just an overall perfect plant. Wilkes went as far as to develop a watering plan for it while it sat in her kitchen window. After finding it the cutest vase, she decided it was time to transfer the succulent. I believe that's maybe the name of the plant. It was in trying to move the dirt that she realised the truth behind her perfect plant.
Oh.
So there we are. I put so much love into it. I washed its leaves. Tried my hardest to keep it looking its best, and it's completely plastic.
That's heartbreaking. That
2 years.
That's a hell of a commitment. That's yeah. Man,
it's never like dropped a leaf. It's, she's never had to deadhead
proud of it. She's proud of it. Her perfect plant. Next news story is Italian man who lives as a hobbit avoids the ire of the movie cast.
I don't even understand what this means on any level.
I can picture an Italian man living as a hobbit, if that's what you wanted to do, but I don't see why the movie cast would be even involved or aware of that. So, again, I feel like that's maybe a slightly retooled Onion article, I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna onion it up as well, I think.
This is another real one.
What?
Oh, wow.
And I really messed with the title here to really throw you off the scent. Lord of the Rings actors praise Italian man who lives as a hobbit.
Oh, okay. What? I thought he was living as a hobbit in order to avoid the ire of
I'm afraid not.
Right, okay, yeah.
Lord of the Rings actors, including Elijah Wood, have expressed their support for the project of an Italian man who lives as a hobbit and is building his personal shire from J.R.R. Tolkien's fictional Middle-earth in Italy.
Oh, that's really
good
cute.
For him.
Yeah.
Sounds lovely.
Would you like to see him?
I would absolutely love to.
He does look a bit hobbity. There we go. There he is.
Oh, look at him. There he is.
Oh, he'd fit right in.
He's a baker.
Movie.
Oh,
and a hobbit, which is I feel like a very hobbit job.
Profession.
Yeah, profession. Yeah. That's the word. Next up, wrestler's back smashed with religious weapon, granting a wish in the process.
I feel like that's a Make-A-Wish kids thing to smash a wrestler or something. And that's how I've come to understand it. So I'm going to say that's a real story.
I was thinking it must be Make-A-Wish as well. So I'm going to say real.
It's the Onion!
What?
Oh, what?
I flipping got you! Oh. The real headline is folding chair in church basement fantasizes about getting smashed over wrestler's back.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, that's magnificent. Very well done.
Someday I'll get out of this basement and finally make the big time, being swung at an unsuspecting wrestler or referee as the packed arena cheers, said the wistful steel chair, bemoaning how it had wasted its prime years supporting the arses of teenagers, it says. So there we are. That was The Onion. On a roll this week. Really got you. Next up, butterflies released in Finland hatch wasps, and then even smaller wasps.
I'm trying to work out how this could happen in real life. Like, what does it mean they've hatched wasps? Oh, well, actually, some wasps, I think, lay parasitic babies in other insects. But would a butterfly sustain a baby wasp?
Asking the big questions, yeah.
But then also, like, where's the joke here? If it's Onion. So I'm thinking, I'm going to say real.
Yeah, I'm going to go real as well.
This is real.
Ooh,
okay.
Butterflies released in Finland contained parasitic wasps with more wasps inside.
Oh, wow.
So this is quite the journey. When caterpillars of a beautiful butterfly were introduced onto the tiny island of Sotunga in the Ireland archipelago, scientists hoped to study how the emerging butterflies would disperse across the landscape. But researchers did not realize that their introduction of the Glanville fritillary, I think that's the butterfly, led to the emergence of 3 other species onto the Baltic Sea island, which sprang out of the butterfly like Russian dolls. Some of the caterpillars contained a parasitic wasp, which burst from the caterpillar before it can pupate and become a butterfly. Living inside some of these small wasps was an even tinier, rarer parasite, a hyperparasitoid wasp known as something Latin. It kills the parasitic wasp around the same time as the wasp kills the caterpillar. So there we are.
Wow.
It's like a Russian doll.
What
That's
a horror
horrible.
nature is.
I feel like the odds of that happening are already pretty slim, but the odds of that being witnessed and documented are somehow even smaller. Like, that could have happened in a random field in the middle of nowhere. No one would have ever known.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody
That's
would.
amazing.
Final one. Fans' ashes fired out of confetti cannon at music festival.
This is completely believable. It's just whether you've removed some sort of punchline or, tweaked a punchline and, I don't know.
Maybe they've put like the ashes into the ink of a t-shirt and have fired that out at the crowd. That still feels that almost feels like that's breaking several laws. I don't think you're allowed to do that, are you? But I want to say real. I want to say somehow they've managed to finagle
real.
that.
Yeah.
It is real.
Wow.
Fans' ashes fired out of confetti cannon during Tiesto closing set at Creamfields. And I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's actually a very sad story about the man. And sadly, he took his own life. And this was his. This was sort of a tribute to him and his long-standing love of dance music. So it is real, and it's a touching tribute, even if it's like the most absurd sort of send-off you could possibly imagine. It's what the man himself would have loved. So there we are.
Do you know the mechanic? Like, respectfully as possible, what are the mechanics of firing out ashes?
Let's have a look.
Because
I'm scrolling.
I guess you just mix them in. It's like a confetti launcher, and you just put the ashes in with the confetti and then fire it. I imagine relatively simple. I just add the ashes to whatever you would normally shoot out of there.
Hoping to go above and beyond for the surviving members of Mitchell's family, the Millans emailed the event organisers hoping to get a photo of the ashes on the main stage at the festival. Much to Ryan Millen's surprise, the Creamfields team responded that they would not only include Mitchell's ashes on stage, but also fire the ashes out of a confetti cannon during Tiesto's closing set of the weekend.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Like, they went above and beyond. It wasn't like they came to them with this idea. It was like the organisers like, hey, let's go all out. We're going to pay tribute. Let's do it big time.
I thought, oh my goodness, he's going to Creamfields, but I did not expect we blew him out of a cannon. Is a quote that it says in here.
Oh, amazing.
So that's amazing. Apparently, it 110% helped with the grieving process. So that's really
lovely.
Nice.
Yeah,
so there we are.
Yeah.
There are some mostly real stories, and that is the latest Onion or Not.
Thank you very much, Ben, as always.
Of course.
We got a question from Callum Story at Callum Story 1 on Twitter. Can you agree on a collective best 5 and worst 5 pick and mix sweets? Have we done this before? I think we've at least touched on pick and mix, but I feel like a deeper dive may be warranted.
Oh, I mean, my answer to the question is no. We will not agree, but we can absolutely have the conversation.
I've got to try and remember what's even in a pick and mix.
Oh, that's a good point. It's been a while. I'll instantly, the ones that scar me from childhood are bloody flying saucers, the most pointless sweet on the planet Earth.
The
flying
cardboard
saucers.
sweet. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
For those,
they're only fun to just squeeze. I used to, if there were bags of them in the corner shop, I used to just like pop them inside the bag just while I was, going around the shop. And then put them back.
Oh my God, you absolute animal. What? That's a criminal offence. That's destruction of property, Peter.
It is. But I mean, no one will have minded because no one will have been buying them. They will have sat in that shop for 2 years. So I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, fair. Another one that I always despised were the little white chocolates with little what are they called? Like coloured
white mice. Oh, there's hundreds and thousands on them.
Yeah, like white chocolate with hundreds of sprinkles on it.
weird.
That's the word I'm looking for.
They're like little buttons with sprinkle. Oh yeah.
Pick and mix chocolate it's not good chocolate, and it just shouldn't be there. Give me chewy goodness, not horrible melty waxy chocolate. God.
But taking one step back, I think maybe we should at least all say our favourite or maybe favourite couple of pick and mix sweets to help us, work out some common ground. And I am a huge fan of white mice. I think they're really nice. I love them.
See how they run.
Yeah.
I would put like solid mid tier for me, but
okay, yeah.
I'm not against it. I'll let you have that one, I guess.
Right.
I have 3 that I can think of that I like.
Yeah.
Cola bottles.
Yeah, classic.
No go wrong with those. Milk
Perfectly
bottles.
inoffensive.
I really like milk bottles.
Milk
I
bottles.
really don't like milk bottles.
Really? But the strawberry milk ones were really good.
Oh, wow, I've never had those.
Ooh, very good.
But the undeniable king for me, especially as a kid when I very, very rarely got pick and mix, was, the big long jelly snakes?
Yeah.
They were like they were like the girthiest sweet. They were the biggest sweet imaginable, and it was like this is so much sweet. This is amazing. Look at it. It's a whole fucking snake. Yeah. And it's got sort of it's basically I don't even know what you'd call it actually. It's got the marshmallowy base.
Yeah, the foam.
The foam and then the jelly on top. So good.
Yeah, and it sort of transitions on a gradient between like 2 or 3 colours down the snake.
Yes. Yeah. That's it.
Oh, I'm just scrolling around on Google and like, God, I'm salivating. Like, I've got 3 that I could definitely get rid of one, but I don't want to. One of them is...
I'll pull up an image while you're doing that.
The big strawberries, the Haribo strawberries.
They're a bit much for me.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most controversial one of the few. I think like that's like, I can get why people wouldn't get on with the texture. They're quite chewy and dense, but I love them dearly.
They're okay, but it's just a lot for me.
And next is just classic little gummy ring. It works as a fashion accessory as well as being a nutritious treat.
Sure.
I much prefer chocolate now to sweets.
Yeah, really.
I'm not a huge sweet fan, but I like as in sweeties. Obviously, I know chocolate's sweet, but I could eat a lot of chocolate. But I'm
the
a
other
huge
way.
fan of sweeties.
Yeah, I like chewiness. It's especially like vegan ones are more of a treat as well. You find a good one, you cherish that sweetie. Fried eggs used to always be my favorite as well.
Eggs.
Oh yeah, fried eggs. Yeah, very good. I really like. I don't think you would necessarily get it in every pick and mix, but I like the red, not strawberry laces, but the red. I think they're sometimes called cables or pencils because they're a round red thing with white stuff through the middle, and they are so good.
Yeah,
but I think they're more of a premium pick and mix. You don't get them everywhere.
No, that's a luxurious mix.
Yeah.
To throw on the pile of sweets that can burn in hell forever, foam bananas, just the most deplorable sweet ever conceived. Anything that's just hard foam. Ugh, no.
We used to in Peter's wholesome famous 5 childhood when I lived in a village in Yorkshire. We used to go on a Saturday. Me and my dad and my siblings would walk down to the newsagents, which was this tiny little newsagents that had been there since about 6,000 BC, and they had some really sort of stale pick and mix. But what you could do is, so we went down and used to buy the paper on a Saturday morning, and then my dad would buy all 3 of us a 10p mix, which you would just get a little white bag, and it had already been bagged up, and you didn't know what you were going to get. And there were like maybe 15 or 20 little sweets in there. And there was always at least 1 or 2 foam bananas or foam prawns.
Oh,
the little
foam
pink prawns.
Why is that a sweet?
I don't know. It's strange, isn't it? But yeah, whenever I think of foam bananas, I remember the 10p mix that we used to get in the mornings on a Saturday.
Oh.
Did you ever hear that those foam bananas and the taste of that, like what we would consider really artificial banana, this is probably bollocks, but like there's an urban legend or it goes around online quite often that flavor supposedly was what bananas or a particular strain of bananas genuinely used to taste like. And that's why fucking hell, get my words out. That's why the flavor of those sweets is the flavor that it is. Apparently, it's not just, this is what we think banana tastes like. Apparently, bananas used to taste like that, or at least some bananas did. You
mean like when the sweet is it like an old sweet?
Yeah, exactly.
Like when it was first invented.
That's the implication anyway. It's probably not true, but...
This is what shrimps used to taste like 200 years ago.
You got me wondering why we don't get banana varieties. Oh, there is banana varieties. We just don't see them in shops, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pete.
I quite like. I would never think of them, but I'm just looking at a pick and mix. Pictures of different pick and mix sweets here, and I really like the bonbons. You can get like pink ones or blue ones.
Mm.
Yeah,
little round balls, and they're sort of floury on the outside.
Yeah.
Nice to put about 10 of them in your mouth and just chew them together into a giant tooth rotting ball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be like at the dentist when you get the thing put in your mouth. You get a cast of your teeth. It's just that, but sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, lovely.
I think, well, not probably more or less than 5 on both ends of the spectrum there, but I think we've given a good roundup of the ones that can stay and the ones that can bloody get in the bin.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, would you like to hear my thing?
Absolutely. I will be forever disappointed it's not your poo story, but I'll let it slide. Just like you seemingly did.
No, dear. Oh, God, yeah. Well, let's never speak of it again until I
I mean, I don't know what it is, but my imagination is running absolutely wild, Michael.
To give you an idea, I'm sweating at the idea of telling it. So
he shit himself on his skateboard, and it's just just jump to the end.
The sick shit flip. It was the best.
He diarrheaed on a half pipe.
Welcome to the world of high stakes sports. Dun 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 dun. That's the high stakes sports theme song. Ooh. Essentially, sports are just fun little games that drive people to commit insane feats of athletic achievement. It's fine. You can punt a ball in your opponent's goal hole better than the other guys. Great, you win.
Great job.
Nothing really matters though beyond the points and the winners. It's all just la-di-da-di. Phooey, I say. So these matches have no ultimate regards in returns to day-to-day life or human survival. You can't suddenly manifest clean drinking water with goals or grow
This is
food.
my drinking wall.
Drinking water. It just leaks water and I lick it. Sports is essentially just little bits of in-the-moment drama paired with low stakes, and that's what makes them fun to watch. It's not like anyone's going to be sent to war or catastrophically fail as a business or maybe even die as a result of a match, right? Right? Well, here's a few examples of times that sports games had massive ramifications well beyond their usual scope. We start with, I've hyped this up. This is arguably the least high stakes of the bunch. But starting your own professional sports league from the ground up is quite a task. It requires a lot of skill, a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge. You got to know what you're doing to make it work, especially with the financial investment involved. However, no one believes their own hype more than the one and only WWE chairman, Vince McMahon.
Oh, yes.
Right.
I think, Ben, you might be familiar with this, Peter, as well.
He's full of hot air.
He's a man who's already consolidated tons of territorial wrestling promotions under his own umbrella, and at the time was well on the way to obliterating his own competition, WCW. Is WCW doing good at the minute?
They bought it in 2001, 2002.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
So that's
I guess
so. No.
Well, there we go. So yeah, why the hell wouldn't he take on the NFL, one of the biggest sporting organizations of all time? It currently pulls in about $13 billion of revenue a year, which makes the WWE's measly $900 million look teeny tiny in comparison. Yeah, Ben, I think you know what this is, don't you?
I might.
He might. But if you squint,
I'm aware of Vince, but I don't know where this is going.
So if you squint your brain enough, it kind of makes sense that professional wrestling and football would eventually cross paths. They're both ludicrously violent and involve frequent head injuries. So it made sense to some degree that McMahon would decide to form a football league of his very own. Enter the XFL. And on the outset, this sounds like it could be fun, a fun little time. Like, why not? Let's bring some ridiculous to the world of sports. But sadly, it was doomed from the start. Managing a wrestling promotion and a football league have very different sets of challenges, especially when you want that league to be taken seriously, which I think Vince did. instead of, I think there was a game released at the time called like NFL Blitz, where it was like basically football, but to the extreme with blood and gore and just taking people down by any means necessary. I think that's kind of what people were expecting. But sadly, you can't really deliver that in a real life scenario in like an actual sports environment. Instead, it was just kind of this cold, awkward, very unprofessional game that people who had no real business playing football would play football. Oh, I've lost my space. Oh no. So yeah.
Oh, no.
So it's not quite what you're picturing where quarterbacks are getting stone cold stunned to the floor. It was essentially just normal American football, just with less talent and less rules, essentially.
Right, okay.
The first game should have been an indication of how poorly things were to go. Instead of the kickoff, you got one member of each team to sprint to the midfield to grab a ball on the ground, like some kind of schoolyard dodgeball game where you get bonus points for concussions. At the point of broadcast, as the teams were literally lining up to begin play at any moment, the camera just cut to a pre-recorded video of a quarterback awkwardly flirting with a cheerleader in the locker room. It's kind of like, I guess, the cutaways you get in normal WWE. Trying to incorporate some of that, but it just kind of disrupts the flow of the game massively.
Right.
And of course, with all this, you get awkwardly cut promos intercut with it all, and it just created this really, really weird feeling and sense of like, what is this? What are we watching? Is this supposed to be serious? I don't know. The actual play of the game was just so bad that I think in the first match they didn't even bother finishing the broadcast. They just kind of gave up and just switched to a different game entirely because it was just so pointless watching it.
Wow.
And by the second week of the season, viewership had slashed in half and everyone just kind of given up on it. So in the end, the WWF at that time and NBC both lost a whopping $35 million each on this endeavor. And the season concluded as the Los Angeles Extreme defeated the San Francisco Demons 38-6 in the XFL championship game, which was originally given the moniker the big game at the end of the season, but was later dubbed the $1 million game because I guess at that point it all fizzled out, and calling it a big game at the end of the season just feels scummy. Mm-hmm. And so that's more of a risk of financial kinds, but a risk nonetheless. Vince, I'm sure, has got lots of good ideas, but lots of awful ones.
He tried it again.
Did he?
Yeah.
Why?
Like a few years ago, he said, it's coming back. And then, actually, no. And then The Rock bought it.
Oh.
Yeah? Still not happened as far as I'm aware, but I think The Rock now owns the XFL.
I feel like that's probably like The Rock's retirement plan is just to be a coach for the XFL. And,
maybe. I mean,
take that to the big leagues.
Used to play American football, so.
Oh, really? Maybe it's in the right hands.
Did, yeah.
It makes sense.
Big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what all the big boys play in high school, I guess.
Yeah. Well, keep your eyes peeled. Maybe The Rock will bring that from out under his rock.
It'll be terrible, though. So.
Of course. And we whip over to South Korea now from America. South Korea, having some unpredictable and unfriendly neighbours to its northern border, is pretty stringent about able-bodied men ages 18 to 35 being available for military conscription at any time. This even extends to celebrities. So basically anyone in South Korea who can join the military is usually sent off to join. This extends to Psy, the man who brought us Gangnam Style, among other hits. So he was conscripted not once, but twice. So escaping it is quite a tricky endeavour. But exceptions can be made, especially for athletes. South Korea is really invested in looking good at international athletic competitions, specifically anyone who finishes on the podium at the Olympics or the Asian Games, and they get to avoid compulsory barracks life. That brings us to the story of soccer star Son Heung-min, widely regarded as one of the best players in the world and someone who has broken tons of records for Asian soccer players in European professional leagues. So he was an international pro since he was a teenager. He was the captain of South Korea's team for the 2018 Games, and this required him to take leave from his usual English Premier League club, Tottenham Hotspur, who kind of, when greeted with this request of like, hey, can we get our player to come play with our team, they kind of went, yeah, that's fine, we'll lose him for a couple of weeks if that means we get to potentially keep him for like 2 years rather than him going off to the military.
Right.
So obviously this is all hinged on him their team winning the game, because it wasn't just Son who was at risk of being floated off to war. It was basically the rest of the team. If they won, they all got a free holiday, essentially. And not to forget that wages are slightly different from professional footballers to military pays, where Tottenham Hotspur is earning about $120 US. Wow, $120,000 per week, while the Korean military pay is about $150 a month. So no pressure. No pressure.
Yeah.
This kind of pressure would be enough to cause most people to just completely buckle, but luckily for the entire team, he managed to lead them to victory. And he won the game, and they all got to evade their constipation. I was about to say their mandatory constipation. No. And they're all free to go. And that's it. He got to dodge the draft, and thanks to his sick skills with the ball and putting it in nets and stuff in it. Mad. And the last one is of the Wyoming State Penitentiary All-Stars. I think this is my favorite of the bunch.
Is this the story of Here Comes the Boom, or whatever it's called? The what's his name? Adam Sandler film?
Oh my god, maybe
Have you ever seen that? I used to love that film.
No,
Here Comes the Boom.
This?
Like, they're all in prison and they're playing American football against the guards. But they do it in a stadium, and for some reason Adam Sandler's very good at sports in this.
Oh wow,
it was great.
That it sounds like similar. Looking at it, it's kind of a similar premise, but the stakes arguably on this one were a little bit higher.
Oh god, were they on death row or something?
Oh my god,
yeah.
Oh fuck.
No.
So it goes without saying that in general, prisoners aren't granted the most glamorous of lifestyles. There's abuse, violence, forced labour, and basically all you have to look forward to during your stints are the absolute basics: 3 meals a day, a bed to sleep in, and an hour in the yard. Well, that precious hour outside didn't exist for prisoners in the early years of the Wyoming State Penitentiary. For a while, they'd spend just their entire stint locked up inside, only dreaming of seeing the sun again. Until one day, a more compassionate sheriff came along, named Felix S. Alston. He eventually started managing the prison and introduced outdoor time into the mix. And this was obviously great for the guys, get them outside, get them they're not quite pent up quite as much. And during this time, the prisoners started to pick up baseball as means to pass the time. And Alston would sit on the sidelines, watch them play and think, these boys got game. These boys can really hit that ball. Hot damn. And so as a keen betting man, he thought, I could ship these guys out. I could make some money off how good these guys are. And so as a kind of publicity stunt, he managed to wrangle them out of the prison walls and into the real world for some games, with the interesting twist that if they did well enough, their sentences, their execution dates would be delayed, so they could continue playing. Yes. So basically, they're playing for the life at this point. This all took place.
And not even not that I expected this necessarily would be it, but they're not moved off death row. It's like, oh no, if you play well, you get to live a little bit longer.
Yeah. I don't think I actually said at this point. This is all taking place around 1910. So this is an age ago. This one in the 70s. It'd be a very different case. But yeah, essentially these guys were just turned around, played games, and they did quite well. They won game after game. Their first game was like an 11-1 victory. It was absolutely massive. Oh, Ben can hear. No, sorry, Ben. Sorry. Ben's waiting on a Tesco delivery and he's just sent a message saying he can see the van noises. He can hear the van noises.
I'm still here. They're 20 minutes early if it is them, but I might have to run away very briefly.
That's all right. We'll power through.
I mean, he also wrote a message that just said, keep going. I read it and was like, no reaction.
Peter kept
but here
going.
we are.
We're going. The games kept going well. I think over the course of their stint, they garnered about $130,000 in bets. And so they were quite a good moneymaker for the sheriff. And in a kind of twisted sense of humor, they would introduce the players to the team alongside the crimes that they were guilty of. So it'd be like, Leroy Cook is at first, he bludgeoned a barber to death and stole his money. On second, George Saban, he shot his wife and 2 children, and so on and so forth for each of them, which is a hell of a way to begin a game. And of course, the mascot for the team it was a weird choice. It was the prison warden's son, who was like this little 5-year-old blonde boy, this picture of innocence. Behind him, you'd have literal lines of murderers
who are fighting to have their life extended slightly.
Yes, it's all slightly messed up. But I guess nothing can last forever. Eventually, while public support for them was quite generally, it was like, yeah, this is fine. It's good fun. The like no one's particularly against it. Eventually, vocal people did speak up, like mainly the families of the victims. Like, lads, this is a little bit messed up. Can we please stop doing this? And sadly, they won, and the boys all got executed. So that's fun, isn't it?
Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah. Except for one, actually, who managed to escape the prison before his execution, and he was never caught. And yeah, after that, I guess they never tried to make players play for their life ever again. Isn't that cheery?
That guy just ran the whole 9 yards out of there, didn't he?
It's like, screw this. Hey, but I guess
whatever it is.
During all the sports he was doing, he worked up quite a lot of leg muscles and could just flee the scene. And that's that from the world of high stake sports.
That's incredible. There's pretty high stakes there, Mikey. Thank you for that.
Very high stakes.
Now, whenever not that I'm ever likely to be competing in any sport competition ever for the rest of my life, but whenever I am, I'll feel like, what's even the point?
Yeah,
because some people play sports for big money deals or for their life. Or for what was the second one again?
Military conscription.
Oh yeah, to get released from Korean military conscription. So my stakes will never be that high.
Yeah, no. Next time you see like a casual 5-a-side Sunday league, just scream out the window, "What's even the point, lads? What are you playing for?"
Yeah,
fun.
Yeah. Just run at them with an electric chair. And see what they
God, this will put a spring in your step.
Brilliant.
Ben's gone.
He has. I've only just. I thought he'd been a bit quiet, but I thought maybe he was just listening. But I've just spotted his message. Gotta go. Be right back.
So Ben's off collecting his groceries, and this is because we've come to the end of the podcast, and this is usually where Ben reads off from his script. Do we just freestyle it and see what happens?
We could. Now, what comes first? Without a script in front of me.
Is it?
Thanks for.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks for listening, everyone. If you want to support this podcast,
that sounds right. We've done this nearly 90 times. We just go on autopilot this bit.
You can go to streamlabs.com/Podiots donations, I'm doing bits of triple jump, triple jump reads as well now. I'm extra confused. But you can support us by a £3 donation. We'll get your name read out as at the beginning and the end of the show. And a donation of, is it £20 or more?
£20 or more.
You get a special message read as well. Mikey, tell us about their coupon code over on Yog Shop. Oh,
don't we have to read out the names first?
I don't know. I feel like we do that after, even though, I don't know. We can read the names if you like. Let's do the names. Let's just fly by the seat of our poopy pants.
Oh, God, we're doing brilliantly. I hold my hand. We're doing great. We're doing great.
Yeah, we're doing fine. Mikey, who was in your troop, your squad this week?
Oh, we had the wonderful Small When Viewed from Space, Raindrop Joy, My Mum Steals My Beans on Toast, Harrison Rathbone, DBP's Synchro Swim Team, Hugh Johnson's Huge Johnson, Big Jenga Jinkle, Specky Becky forgot to donate, Mr. Macca, Please Stop, I'm Much Too Floppy, Bartek, and many others, Lightning McQueeth, Kentucky Fried Chegwin, and Beggy Mops, Meggy Mops.
Lovely. Also, your mum's special friend, Mr. Black. Ads mean Podiots is changing. Stephen Skodes. Happy 9 plus 10 equals 21. All. Lord Brotovich. Donaco 7. Pro Trainer. Scared to sneeze got the plops. Tar for getting loose sanus right. This is the Google police. Dick in Ben's Dom, and the very generous, very disappointed listener.
We've also got Finn Tristram, Fred W. didn't tell his friends, Slapy, no, hang on, Slap, Slapy, Demold, Slapin Balls, Connor is a right cunt, JK, love you, Give it a pet, left hand, left hand, Cunty cunt Eastwood, Caroline blocked my Netflix, Pooicide squat, feet, shat catcher, just keep swimming Ash, Trunter fucking did go and ask, stop clenching your tits, and Podiots foiled my crash claim.
I must say,
Fantastic.
The crowd has gone wild at that storm of a return from Ben Potter. Absolutely incredible.
What did I miss? Did I miss the last question? Was there a last question?
Oh,
There wasn't a last question, but we were desperately, without the script in front of us, we're trying to remember. And I was doing like the triple jump outro, and it was
so
great.
what hasn't been done?
So we've said Streamlabs Podiots donations, £3 or £20. We've read the names, and that's all we've done. We've not done Yogg's shop.
Hey guys, you did great. Thank you so much. He did apologise for being early. He is early, and I didn't forgive him.
Please never leave again, Ben. It all just went horribly wrong.
Never leave again, or just send us the
I'll just
script.
send you this. Yeah, that would probably be best, wouldn't it? Mikey, is there a store?
Yeah, I think you'll find there is a store. If you go on your little web browser on your device of choice and you plop in the letters store.yogscast.com, you'll be greeted with a wonderful array of gifts and treats which you can purchase with your own hard-earned dollar, including some lovely bits created by yours truly, the Vidiots boy, and the Vidiots boys, sorry, it was a team effort.
Well, let's face it, they're mostly created by you.
We all work on the ideas. There'd be nothing without the ideas, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a lovely assortment of t-shirts, mugs and hoodie for you to buy. And if you feel like saving a little bit of moolah, you can use code VIDIOTS at checkout for 10% off everything on the Yog store. Not just exclusive to our stuff. You can use that anywhere and we'll get a little bit of a kickback from it. Isn't that nice? That's code VIDIOTS at checkout for 10% off everything.
That's nice. We have various platforms, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all.com/Vidiots official. We're also on twitch.tv/Vidiots official. I believe it's a little way off, but the Sunday, the 10th of October, I'm going to be doing a charity stream with Ben. That's the next time I'll be seeing him. So there may well be some activity on there soon. I'll confirm it on the next Podiots. We've got another one between now and then. Who would like to know what came out / is coming out on the YouTube channel for the next
I always
fortnight?
forget about this, but it's such a treat.
Here we go.
I'd love to, and I also think that I tried to make a mental note last time of like something that is happening in this batch, and I don't remember what it was or whatever. So maybe you'll jog my memory.
Well, Peter gets hit by a car.
Oh well, there you go. That might have been
today, 3 years ago.
Ooh. Oh.
Then we've got Neil's Master Piss, where we played Art Attack on PC. Oh, yeah. Remember that?
That's where I get hit by a car again.
We do. We animate that, don't we? Vidiots Live, Twitch stream, The Sims 3. I think we were sans Peter for that one because we made Simon Miller, Dave Benson, Teresa May.
I don't remember playing Sims 3.
I think we were playing it on the big stage as well, weren't we? On the actual Yogscast streaming room.
We played The Sims. I remember we made Louis Brindle.
Louis Brindle, the perfect boss.
Oh, we did, yeah. No, I was there for that. We had the Sliders mod, didn't we?
So this must have been a sequel.
Made like a gremlin.
I'm not entirely sure. Post from tap number 3, Ed Miliband. I'm assuming that's where we got the signed Ed Miliband photo. Airport to Airport, GTA 5 Challenge. That was a piece of cake. That's the name of the show.
Hey.
Worst games ever, Mass Effect Andromeda. Probably the hardest we've had to reach for an episode, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it...
when a game's not slap you in the face with poor models and voice acting, it does get a bit tricky, doesn't it?
We did a lot of sort of squat, poopy pants running, didn't we? And
we didn't quite get the fails
scenes
we wanted, but there we go.
No.
Vidiots Live Twitch stream, Dark Souls Remastered 2. The Best to Ever Astronaut. We played Catastronauts on that one. That's pretty fun.
Oh, yeah.
Extended Deluxe Director's Cut. Peter gets hit by a car. Showed a little bit of the preamble and the build-up to the big event.
The rapping.
The rapping, the rapping, yeah.
We really went in on that in the space of a week, didn't we? Like, we had 3 videos about it. I didn't even realize the Neil's masterpiece was.
Yeah, I didn't realize Neil's came out like the next day or whatever. I thought it was like weeks and weeks later.
It is. I can see that video. It's coming up in a second, so it is slightly different. Podiots episode 16, In Bed with Neil. Can't get enough of him. Post and tat number 33 for Fox's sake, and in the photo, the thumbnail, we're all wearing Keith Chegwin masks. And we have the signed Billy Ray Mel Gibson photo as well.
Which we still own.
Rules Boss Bomb Disposal Challenge. Piece of cake. Remember that? That was a fun one.
That's a good one. I like that.
Worst games ever. America's 10 Most Wanted. Hooey.
Oh, Bin Laden again. Wow.
Bin Laden again. Personal Dick Rocket. Sex Olympics feat Boof.
Oh.
Hey, Boof, how you doing?
Hello.
Oh, yeah, we did the sexy games on whatever old PC-based, like computer-based
Amiga,
console it was.
Amstrad, I'm not entirely sure what it was.
One of these.
Oh, I thought it was like an old... Oh,
from
yeah,
1990,
I don't know.
it says in the title. It currently has the restrictions of limited ad suitability. I wonder why. It's weird, isn't it?
Sex Olympics.
And that is everything. The next day, I'll give a little spoiler, the 7th of October is actually Peter gets hit by a car again, Art Attack PC, so that's where we were getting.
I just remembered the first one, we just did a boy who like pisses himself, remember?
Yeah, he does,
pisses on the
he?
floor.
He just does a big wee. Almost like foreshadowing
then,
what Mikey did at the skate park with his poo.
Yeah.
I don't like this is going to become the canon now until I'm brave enough to say it.
Well, it's real. I mean, it happened, didn't it? Mikey, where can people find you on the internet?
At Parrot Boy on Twitter and Twitch and most other websites on the internet. You'll find a fun collection of fun things. It's very fun. Click the fun button and have a look. It's lots of fun. Thanks.
And Peter, where can people find us?
We are, as a pair, at Team Triple Jump on YouTube and Twitch, also social media, Twitter and Facebook. But when we're on YouTube, we're doing videos that will be somewhat familiar to the Vidiots fans of old. So go check that out for appearances by Rules Boss, Billy Ray Walrus, Worst Games Ever, Cooking, etc. But also we have our own separate social media presences at that Peter Austin and at confused_dude, respectively, on Twitter.
Yes, we do. Nice. Why not leave us a review/rating on your platform of choice? It helps something to do with algorithms. Do we have a final question for the people at him?
Which pick and mix sweets did we not even mention, whether good or bad? Because we definitely missed some, major players, I think.
So the big hitters in the league of little sweeties. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's your favourite and what's your least favourite? Just give us some more. Throw some sweets at us. Make us hungry.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Do it.
Right. Well, we're going to go now. Look after yourselves and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.
Lovely. Goodbye.
See you later, everyone.
Ta-ra.